Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another monster video. So today we have the monster MURK. This was in the recent marathon. I went ahead and obtained it to rank 3. We went for 60 laps in Valorant Steelers, and it's a pretty good looking monster. So today I'm gonna go ahead and review it for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys whether he's going to be meta or not and how good he is overall. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. So ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. We got the monster here. We're gonna go ahead and finish this instantly. So we got 3 unit slots open. Awesome. 3 slots. I mean, that's pretty good. With the recent monster that I also reviewed, what was her name? The extra Turner. I also had 3 unit slots open. The maze monster, Shadow. But anyways, so we got MURK 992, and that is right there, rank 3. So let me see the relic slots real quick. Staff mask. Oh, that's really good. That relic slot, I like it. I actually like the relic slots. But anyways, so we have 3 of the relics. Not relics, traits unlocked because it's rank 3, right? Is that all he has? That's all he has. Immune to freeze, okay. Resurrection blocks, that comes in handy. Pretty good against, for example, Dodge Area Resurrector URL, right? And then Statcaster Area Nightmares. So in the beginning of the battle, everybody will have nightmares. Pretty good, but I mean, if the enemy's running Megatons, you know that nightmare is gonna go towards the Megaton. It's not like it's like one of the beasts that just like pierces through and applies it to everybody, even if there's a Megaton. So it doesn't ignore the Megaton that goes to it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Anyways, here we go, level 130, guys. Let's take a look at the stats here. 17,052 power, whoa, 249,214 and 11,340 speed. The stats overall is pretty insane, I've got to say. The stats is really good. Like all 3, that's really good. So this is a dark and also water monster, 2 elements right there. The ultimate, frozen to death, deals very heavy special damage to all enemies, removes positive side effects, and applies mega freeze with bleeding. So it comes with bleeding and also mega freeze, and it PRs, which deals a large damage. That's pretty good ultimate. Now we have a mega possession single target with nightmares while you're dealing damage. You also have a freeze twice in case of the first one miss. Oh, actually, no. This is to everybody. Wow. So this will bypass, you know, dodge area. So if you're up against dodge area, you go ahead and hit the dodge area monster, and then the freeze will be applied to dodge area and also the other 2 monsters. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else we got. AoE possession with nightmares. Okay. And then last but not least, evasion with life regen, which gives 50% stamina. I would say sure, maybe you can run this, you know, have some type of self-support skill, you know, behind the shadows. You can do that. Now you also have a possession skill here. This is to one enemy and then to one enemy again. In case if the first one misses, you have the second one landing. So that's a 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina. This is a 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina. This is just freeze, and this one is just 1-time freeze. And then you have a life regen to yourself. I would say just run this, honestly, even though this one deals damage to everybody, but it's low dark damage, and this monster is not really an attacker unless you go ahead and take that path. But most players will be running this monster as a denier, of course. Now you have a moderate war damage to one enemy as well here, spammable. You know what, I really like this skills. I feel like the skills could have been better, but at the same time it's not the worst, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the worst, it's not the best. This monster is quite alright in terms of skills. I like his relic slots though. I really like relic slots. Overall, some good denial skills. I really like it. The only thing he really lacks is PER, so you're gonna have to run another monster on the side that will take in the first turn and remove positive status effects, or trade disable in case if you run up against like Pangaloyath, or if anybody still uses Santirion, you know, to trade disable a Megaton monster. So things like that, you gotta watch out, you know what I mean? But anyways, what we're going to do is give this monster some runes, and of course I'm gonna go ahead and start using it in survival dungeon from here on. So for now, what I'm gonna do is just give in level 7s though. So what I recommend doing, guys, is give in either 2 speed and 1 team speed, or triple speed, something like what I'm running right here. Okay, so both of these work. This is really popular. The least you could do is probably this, but I don't think anybody's really gonna run that. You guys are either going to run full speed or 2 speed, 1 team speed. So here we're out on PvP, and I wanted to pair it up with the maze monster. So what we're going to do is basically trade disable with whatever we see here. So for example, as you guys can see, there is a taunt with artifact, and then 2 targeted monsters, something that is not really good for MURK, but it's okay, we're going to work this out, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start off with the trade table straight away. We're just going to do that for fun, trade disable that one as well, and we're going to turn transfer over to ourselves first, trade disable that monster as well. I guess give rid of the accuracy as well, didn't really matter. We're gonna do this one for fun, and then turn transfer over to MURK. So now what MURK is gonna do is basically hit them with either possession. We can also do, for example, freeze. That's to everybody. So you can either do the AoE possession or freeze. It's up to you. And then you also have Mega Possession if you want to run that. But I would say maybe start off with the AoE Possession first, because you're possessing the enemy. They can end up hitting themselves, or they could... another thing is it comes with Nightmares. That's beneficial, right? So I see that this monster's cooldown is also a bit high. It's not the best, but I guess you could work around it. We're gonna go ahead and hit them with this. Alright, so everybody's possessed. And here we're just gonna do this for fun. Alright, so this monster could end up hitting himself. Oh, so I guess one of the worst skills. There's a... so you can go ahead and freeze them right after if you want. As you see, everybody's frozen again, and you can end up winning with tortures basically. You know what I mean? You can take this route if you want. It's up to you. So we're just gonna go on and charge up here and charge up again, just to show that that monster is gonna die to tortures. But even if he ended up surviving from all those tortures, he would have been frozen, so he would have still lost that turn. Now you also have the supportive skill if you want to run this. Basically, it gives you 50 stamina, life regen, and evasion. So we can do that, for example, and as you see, we gain 145 stamina, which is 50% of his stamina. It's equivalent to his stamina. So we can go ahead and PER here if we wanted to. Alright, we're gonna do this. And I guess we turn transfer over to MURK again. And as you guys can see, this monster was... Okay, I think he was recently frozen, right? But we went ahead and cleansed it. But even if he was recently possessed, we could have just PER'd with this monster. That way we were able to possess him again, just like this. So as you see, Mega Possession this time. So he's gonna have a rough time recovering from that. Like, look at this. 200. Oh my god. Oh, you're just fully dead. Alright. Alright, under team. Let's go ahead and play with this one. So, what are you running for your beast? Shock. Or not shock, poison. Poison it is. So, able to dodge area. Actually, we should have probably kept that dodge area. We should have. We actually should have. Ouch. Okay, I kind of messed up. Because I was gonna show off his other skill. You know, the one that bypasses dodge area. But I'm sure many of you guys that are watching this, you know what's up, right? You know how to basically do it, right? So we can do this extra turn transfer over. We have 2 tortures. We can go ahead and hit them with a possession in the other, and they're gonna probably attack themselves. Explosive. Well, again, one of the worst skills that you could possibly use. Really hurts his enemy, his allies. Really hurts them. All right, so here we can do freeze. Okay. So this is the skill that actually bypasses dodge area. So even if this dodge area monster, let's say he had his trait right now, I would have actually used this and it would have bypassed the dodge area and it would have frozen him and his allies, because there's only one dodge area in that team, you know what I mean? So it would have been a great example, but I'm sure you guys already know how that works. Anyways, you see how it's recently frozen. If this monster had another free skill, I don't know if he has. I had to check again. But if he does, you can always just go ahead and PER with this monster, and then you can trade disable. I kind of messed up with the extra turns. I noticed that. I thought I'd have my extra turn, but no. But yeah, you would just turn transfer over, and the monster would have just frozen again, or possessed, whichever one. So there we go, Mega Possession, and the monster's just gonna die tortures. Now let's go ahead and get into the part where whether this monster is going to be meta or not. I really like the stats. The stats are amazing. On top of that, I really like his relic slots. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. And then these right here, these skills, you can definitely work something out with these. Like the fact that this one comes with a torture, so there's this one, the AoE one. For a turn, they're possessed, right? Now you can't always rely on possession. For example, you know what I mean, the enemy could just end up charging up. That way they won't really hurt themselves. Like the 2 battles that I showed you guys, the dodge area monster Teddy Bomb ended up attacking everybody, came with torches and stuff like that, ended up finishing the battle pretty fast. But again, it really just depends. Now even if they don't attack, next turn what you can do is basically freeze everybody. And the problem with that is you might need an extra turner with you, like for example this one, because you'll need to turn transfer straight away again, because of this skill right here. It's a 2-turn cooldown. It's not a 1-turn cooldown. So after you use this and then you use this, and then when you come back to this, you can't really use it. You're basically forced to use your Mega Possession skill to that one enemy. And if the enemy has like multiple threats, then you want to take care of all of them, right? Now let me see if this monster has an AoE skill that denies. Nope. So there is a single target if you want to run the 1-turn cooldown. You know what I mean? There's also 1-turn possession, but I like this one more because it comes with nightmares. You know, that extra damage every turn, and also it removes stamina as well. So the monster can be meta. I've gotta say it's pretty good, but I've gotta say it's mainly going to be used in Team Wars. Okay, that's what I say. is going to be used mainly on Team Wars. Probably with really fast monster like Shadow, or another fast monster like, let me see, what is that other? Amania, right? And I'm sure there's a few more. Not in this category. Maybe Nerida. Yeah, Nerida would be fantastic. And many other monsters in here that you see. So yeah, the monster can be meta, but it's mainly going to be used in Team Wars in my personal opinion. That's how I see it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's Monster Gyms video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.